Hey, Casey here. Welcome to my channel. Hey, most of us are out there trying to be successful, trying to get to the next level, trying to live good lives, trying to live financially freedom from our time, or maybe we're just grinding on our own business or working for a company trying to make it to the next level. And I just want to talk about allowing success to flow through us. What does your success look like for you? Is it hard? Is it grinding? Is it hustling? Is it is it tiring? Is it relentless? Does it take everything out of you? That's what I want to talk about. What if I told you that you don't have to work that hard? That you can show up each day living in ease and flow, and things just happen and you take action and you pause and you rest and you come back and you take more action, and it's much more harmonious with people and relationships in your life, and it doesn't drain you, it actually energizes you. Achieve success in ease is to evaluate where you're at and appreciate where you're at and be enough where you're at. You don't you don't go out and get success. You start from a mindset of success. I already am successful. I have everything I need. The mindset of success happens before anything material shows up in your life. Are you provided for? Do you have food, clothing, shelter, clean water? You're highly successful. You're highly successful. Do you have a bank account? Do you have a car? Do you have a license? Can you order pizza? You're successful. Okay, let's do you have a dryer washer? Do you have clean clothes? Can you take a shower? You're successful. Okay, let's start at baseline here. Okay, and this is an acquired mindset that I have because I was never thankful for those things. Not really thankful. Did I realize that I had them? Yeah. Get to a place where you don't need success, the big house, cars, and all this stuff. Get to a place where emotionally and mentally you already are successful, satisfied already, but you want to expand. That's the mindset right there. So the next part is imagination and vision. Okay, we have this faculty of mind where we can imagine things and we can create from that. That's actually where everything is created from. This is what separates us from animals and insects and other creatures on the planet, is that we have an imaging faculty that we can imagine. I can imagine a doghouse, and I can take apart the doghouse and lay all the parts out on the ground, and then I can imagine picking up all the parts again, and they all reassemble into a doghouse, right? Well, that's exactly how we create in our world. So, first of all, what does success look like for you? The end state of success. Okay, you're already in the first one is the mindset, but now we're actually talking about the material stuff, where you're living, what you have, what you do for um, your livelihood. What do you create? How do you provide service? You know, who do you work with? Like these kind of things. Just take time to visualize and write these things down. And this is where Neville Goddard's law of assumption comes in, where you live in the feeling of the wish fulfilled already. So that's where you get quiet and you get into some meditation and quiet down, and you visualize what you want, and then imagine you already have it, and then go through like a day in the life. That's one way. It's like a mental rehearsal. What does it feel like to be that person? What does it feel like to be successful in that area? The first step was to be appreciative of where you're at already, showing a lot of gratitude of and having a successful mindset at the beginning. That raises your vibration up. super high, right? The second segment step is to use your vision, your mental imagery, your imagination, to create that life in your imagination, and then feel how it is to be that person living in that life. And that raises your vibration up as well. So these first two states, they're these two states are deep appreciation and aligned vision, right? And so you're at the highest vibration that you can get, besides being like fully enlightened, you know. And our vibration fluctuates, but that's how to be in alignment with what you want to get. Next part is inspired action and the shift. So, along with that appreciation mindset, the successful mindset, along with the visualization of what you want to get and who you want to be, that those times create this mental shift. Your identity shifts because you start thinking like that person that is already successful. You start acting like that person that's already successful. Does So you want to be a millionaire? Does a millionaire like have a really dirty kitchen? Do they leave their clothes laying around all over the house and not have like things organized, or maybe even like an agenda for the day? Like maybe, does a millionaire not have an agenda for the day? Shit. They know when they're gonna tie their shoes probably. You know what I'm saying? Like they get up, they get their mind right, they maybe get some food, get to the gym. I'm just making things up. They make a business call, they have a meeting, they meet a prospect for lunch. They have their whole day planned, and they're looking good and they're smelling good, and they take a shower and they take care of themselves, and they follow up with people, and they show up and they follow through and they do what they say, and they treat people with respect, and they carry themselves with integrity. This is all my opinion. I know that's not everybody that's a millionaire. Other people do or act different ways, but I'm just saying, like, that's how they act, and you should act however that person that you want to be acts. Those old patterns, they start changing. It doesn't feel right anymore to do that. It doesn't feel right anymore to not have a list of things that you need to do to work on your business. It's like, no, I definitely am going to do that. Talking about ego driven success, you're racing through everything. Things are haphazard, they're half done. Maybe there's procrastination, or you don't have patience with people, and you don't have you're not waiting for the right timing and stuff. You're just bulldozing, and you're grasping, and it's an empty run at getting success. Some people get super successful. I was successful, well into six figures, and at the top of my field. I couldn't maintain it. I couldn't maintain it because I didn't grow as I got there. I jumped there, and this is all a process of unfolding, and I didn't change my identity. The still immature, addicted to different vices, kind of childish person got the big job. Okay, mission accomplished. Now, you be that person. I couldn't be that person. And if you think that you can, go ahead and try it. I'm all about go ahead and try things and experiment and fail. Failure is good. You learn from failure. It's all good, but there are smarter ways to do it, and one of the smarter ways to do it is to listen to other people that have already done it. That's cheat code stuff, shortcut it. And then the final thing I want to talk about is cultivating love and service, with people, and having harmonious relationships. This is how you move through the world, okay? This is how you stay grounded in kindness and build relationships and serve and give. There's reciprocity in service and business. You give and take, you give and take, you give and receive. How about that? You give and receive, you give and receive, you give and receive. You give good service, you get good pay. You know, you help a friend, they help you back. And it's not like you owe me. It's never like that. You just give and give and give and give and give, and it just comes back to you. You don't even have to worry about it. When you can shift from becoming to being, that's when success hits. So start with that mindset shift about already being successful. You have a few bucks, and shelter and food and clothing and water and one friend. I mean, or any kind of connection. You're super successful in this world. Okay, so start there. And then we move into visualizing. What do you want? Have fun with that. Just create the best life that you can, and then imagine that you're there and keep coming back to that vision. Okay, and then the next one is just, it's kind of automatic, the next one, but it, I mean, everything takes mindfulness and awareness. Be the person that you want to be. Act like they act. Do what they do. Um, and then always take inspired action. Like, that means pushing through fear. That means, like, you have something telling you to say hi to that person next to you in line, or comment on something they have on, or they bought or something. Do it. Do it. I meet lots of people like that. It's like, hey, you got the same phone I got. It's just weird stuff like that. Like, oh, that's cool. Hey, yeah, I'm Casey. Nice to meet you. Yeah, it's super cool because it can do this, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, that's cool because I do this at work. And I'm like, oh, yeah, what do you do? Boom, you just got a connection. You're networking. This is how the universe works. Real success starts within. Real success starts within. It doesn't start on your checklist. It doesn't start with your business plan. It starts within, and it comes from a place of successful mindset and loving yourself and taking good care of yourself and wanting to do good in the world and wanting to provide good service. So start from there. All right, I'm going to wrap up. Hey, if you like this kind of stuff, go ahead and join me and subscribe. And in the description, there's like ways to work with me and also ways to connect with me. So, namaste. Take care.